That is an abrupt end that I was not expecting. Welcome to the Jennn O'Clcok News. Fuck, I haven't even got my mic. This is a great start, right? If you're in the chat already, let me know how my audio is coming through. I think I'm good. I'm gonna just do a quick check. Okay, the joys of live TV. Welcome to the Jennn O'Clcok News. I'm London Jen, and this is the daily news show where we break down all the latest happenings. And oh my goodness, what a 24 hours it has been. We've had WOTY, we had the WOTY panel. We now have a new 2023 WOTY, Miss Hustle. Salute to her. There's been a ton of fallout from that. Civil War. URL dropped a surprise announcement. Huge card coming up very, very soon. We could see a possible COTY versus WOTY battle very soon. Plus the fallout from the WOTY panel. We've got gender wars. We have so much. I've got a pack show. A lot of this was actually from this morning. This was supposed to be a much earlier show, but you know, I'm London technical difficulties Jen. So of course these daily shows are testing me, but I will triumph above it. I'm determined. This is show 3 of 100 days of the Jennn O'Clcok News. So yeah, like I said, we've got a packed show, so let's crack on. Like I said, we've got we have a new WOTY crazy panel yesterday. Congratulations to Miss Hustle. After a tumultuous panel, a winner was finally crowned, and in the aftermath we've seen some online some online vitriol, especially from some of the panelists. Also, did WOTY Week spark gender wars? We've we've got Verb and Shayna Ashley who have been going at it recently, and I need to just talk to Verb for a minute about this. I normally ignore all of his shenanigans, but yeah, I have to have a word with him about this because this was some disgusting misogynoir going on, and we're going to talk about that. Plus, the RBE bricks in the trenches has continued to build steam, and now you've got Easy and Caution in a little exchange that got a little crazy. Plus, Premier Battles in the UK just announced a battle that we over here have all been waiting for. Dropped a crazy trailer. I haven't asked Briggsy, I'm sorry. I'm not monetized yet anyway, but I'm gonna play the trailer here or some of it. URL dropped the Civil War flyer, and you will never guess when it is. But first, we are going to go to the WOTY fallout. Where's my cam? Where's my camera gone? Hold on. Why is this perfect every time? every time I... Hold on, why is this perfect every time? Where's my camera gone? What is going on? Alright, I'm going to try and do this for a second. I'm going to talk to you here. And can I... God. So, I am... I'm trying out this whole production, right? And it's a whole performance, man. So much shenanigans. And I've got all these different scenes with all these different things going on. And I checked everything before I went live. I checked everything. All my cameras were working. They were all in the right angles, because yesterday they weren't. What is this? This is that one, right? Okay. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm so sorry. But yeah, did you watch the WOTY panel? Did you also... Obviously, it was a pretty clear 3-horse race, right? Between Hustle, Coffee and Jazz. I think between the three of them, one of them was going to be your WOTY. Let's see if we can switch to this now. Well, get rid of that. Okay, alright, it's shit, but you know. Oh, I hate doing production on the go. Like, this was all... Anyway, let me stop moaning. Because there's been enough of that, right? This is Battle Rap where we complain. But if you're still with me, let's talk WOTY. And like I said so many times already, if you don't already know, like, where have you been? We have a Woman of the Year, Miss Hustle, and she... this was her immediate reaction to it. Man, I'm in tears right now. God did his big one, and so did Team Villain. Love that for Miss Hustle. She was very gracious in her win. A lot of people don't know how to take a win. Miss Hustle has been, sweetness and light. This is the 15. If you'll pause it if you need to see, if you don't know the candidates, or you don't know the rankings. This is the panel. This is the panel that had everybody heated yesterday. Oh my goodness, right? It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a very loud discussion, particularly. But we had a new face on there. Josh was an amazing addition. That is Peter Dunn, of course, of OTFMZ Glory. He has been around for a very long time, been following the scene, the female scene specifically, so closely. He knows the game and its players inside and out, and I think he showed that yesterday. So yeah, salute to him and congratulations on a successful first panel. We may be losing one of the panelists who has been there from the very beginning, which would be very sad to see. We're going to talk about that in a second. But yeah, it was hilarious. There was lots of talks of choking was a big theme, with Shuni bearing much of the brunt of that choke conversation. Something she was really not happy about. She was in the spaces after panel yesterday, and she was raging, and yeah, had an intense conversation with Lola, who was very firm on her stance about how highly she disregards 5 battles, 5 out of 7 chokes in 5 out of 7 battles. How, how unchampion like that is. And there was, a lot of tension with this particular agreement, but I'm so glad that she stood her ground, and she had some support with this as well. But it's something I didn't agree with absolutely everything she said yesterday, but this, I think she was absolutely spot on about with that. So yeah, salute to Lola. um let's keep going. Not with that. Oh, come on, Jen, get it together. Right, let's keep going. That is okay here. Oh, okay, I've got new controls. That is the panel now. Oh, after the panel, Lola was in the spaces. There were lots of intense discussion. She was one of the most vocal panelists. She often is. She's very well researched. She's very committed. She's very passionate. She loves this stuff, and she is going to ride for her list. The people that she ranks highly and think deserve and have earned a spot. She is definitely going to ride hard for them. She is very, like I said, very vocal, and she's going to tell you exactly why. She's going to break down things, and I think she, particularly because she was most vocal, was highly criticised, but always the panel is criticised. I saw a lot of talk about things like moving the goalposts, and there was some talk about battles not counting to it, but overall I think the panel made the right decision. Their justifications were perfect, detailed, valid. So yeah, but Lola said, "This is my last year of WOTY. It's been real." After a lot of criticism and, like I said, the back and forth with Shuni in the spaces. Now Sarah Connor comes out and says, "No one will ever doubt your knowledge, but this always happens. Someone from the panel somehow ends up in the hot seat. This year it was you, but it's not that deep. Brush this off, champ." Absolutely, she's very right about that. However, Lola then in another tweet completely bombed on Sarah Connor. Lost it with her. I'm not going to share these tweets. And then Sarah responded this morning. They had harsh words, but Sarah, a former panelist, Lola, been there since the very beginning. I would hope she does return, because I think she is an absolute asset to the panel. Her opinion is credible. She always does the work. It's so important to have panelists who do the work, who watch all the battles, who know them inside and out. You might not agree with everything that they say, but at least they've done the work. I don't think she displays bias. And yeah, it would be such a shame to see her gone. So shout out to Lola, and shout out to all the panelists. Like I said, I didn't quite have I certainly didn't have a complete list of 10. I didn't vote in WOTY this year, full disclosure. I missed so many battles last year that, my list wouldn't have been at all valid. But the panelists, they, without having done the work myself, they presented very compelling arguments, especially for the top three. So yeah, congrats to the panel. But let's keep pushing, because oh my gosh, why am I taking so long on this? We've got so much in here. So Hustle, who clashed with Lola last year, came out and said, "I just want to thank you, Lola, for putting aside what the prior year issue was and judging me by my year from an unbiased standpoint. I appreciate that." And Lola responded, "Being a hater doesn't look good on anyone. I love battle rap. You rapped very good and kept me entertained. Absolutely. Thank you for being consistent and giving 100% each time you step on the stage. You were deserving, and I'm happy you took the belt home this year." Yeah, well deserved. Hustle was so consistent, so dogged throughout the whole year. And now the WOTY is saying, bring me Big K. Do we want to see a WOTY versus COTY? Big K, of course, is the champion. We had several of these last year, even the reigning COTY and WOTY. This would be another one of those. I'm certainly here for it. Yeah, I think I'm not sure what stage it could go down on, right? Miss Hustle is the face of URL. She doesn't battle on RBE where Big K is king. She seems to have fallen out with Remy where she was, kind of pushed to be the face over there. They made up and fell out again, and like it's messy. Like where could we see this battle go down? It's not going to happen on trenches, right? Although Easy and Hustle, Easy was not pleased. Hustle, we talked about this yesterday in the show. Hustle felt Easy was unfairly kind of criticizing her and saying she shouldn't be WOTY. He came out today and ate his words and gave her flowers. And they had a nice exchange, which is unusual. Could we see them potentially battle? It was one that people wanted to see for some time. And again, it's where could something like that go down? I guess, yeah, there's a lot to consider with those, but I'd like to see the WOTY and the COTY. It could happen on somewhere like the Riot. It was the Riot who did it last time, right? They did the COTY versus WOTY card, so maybe on there. Get working on that. I need to follow up on that, and let's see how that goes, because that will be a crazy one. But that's not the only one. We've also had Jazz and Hustle. The 2022 and 2023 WOTY are ready to settle the debate. The rematch we need and like. Hustle, shout out to Let's Talk Battle Rap. I don't know where this was said. I don't know when this was said, but if they're saying it was said, I believe it was said. Miss Hustle said for the 17th time in 7 seconds, we can settle the debate. I'm outside. Jazz said, I'm outside too. Bring your belt. WOTY versus WOTY. Oh, I love it. I love it. The 2022 and 2023, but also, the reigning and the third place runner up. A rematch, one that has, there aren't too many rematches that the culture are united in wanting to see, and I think this is one that everyone wants to see. This would be the perfect time, right? They're both just, back to back female champions. What better time to revisit and see who comes out on top this time? I love it. I love the energy right after WOTY. And Jazz. This is Coffee got to get her ass kicked. She's number 2. So after, the whole of last year where it seemed like that battle was potentially on the cards, and I think Coffee said Jazz was stuck in, people wanted it made so much sense. Are we going to get it finally in 2024? The 2 and the 3, so we could have the number 1 and the number 3 plus the number 2 and the number 3 plus the COTY versus the WOTY. It's a lot going on, right? It's a lot. There was so much on the timeline in 24 hours. It is timeline talk, right? And it's hype, but it's out in the ether there. Whilst people are excited and are on that kind of, outside, we want smoke energy, then yeah, get this shit booked, man. Get these battles booked. Salute to Jazz because, again, let's talk battle rap. Listed off her accolades and said since 2021 to 2023, she's won a total of 11 performance awards from COTY and WOTY. So, not only has she won a belt, but she's won numerous Performance of the Year, Battle of the Year, etc. And she won 3 yesterday, almost a clean sweep. Her Bardashian sister won Body of the Year for her battle against Muzzy, and a one that she couldn't win was Rookie of the Year, which went to Rock Lee. A shout out to her, and that was sponsored by We the Fans. Shout out to Frank White. Salute We the Fans, and to Rock Lee for making it Rookie of the Year in such a short space of time. Well, that's really dumb, isn't it? I just said something really dumb. Of course it would be in such a short space of time because you're a rookie. It has to be. But what I meant to say is she came in from the spaces, never rapped before. She was a complete rookie in the sense that she's new to rap. She was new to battle rap. All of this was a brand new world to her. So she's built it completely from nothing, from a fan. So yeah, shout out to her and her progression. But one of the grumbles, why didn't I refill my drink? It's just now incredibly limey. One of the grumbles, and there were many complaints, right? It's not a list and a debate, and certainly not a COTY or WOTY one without a lot of grumbles. One of the grumbles was, if Jazz won the 3 superlative awards, and she also won, I think she won around 50% of the fan vote, why was she in 3rd place? John the Don, one of these, raising the questions. So Performance of the Year, Battle of the Year, Round of the Year, but not WOTY, when no other woman got more votes than her. This ish never going to make sense, but I appreciate the effort. It doesn't sound like you do. Easy, same question. Jazz at 3 when she won all the awards is crazy. What else have we got? MK, Rising Battler from over here in the UK, says Battle of the Year, Round of the Year, Performance of the Year, but doesn't win WOTY. Faced Nitty, Twerk and Big K in the same year and finished highest in COTY, but doesn't win WOTY. Wins the fan vote, but doesn't win WOTY. And someone else, this is KD, shout out KD, says, how is Jazz and Hustle high up on COTY, but WOTY isn't WOTY isn't between Jazz and Hustle. On the COTY list, they placed in, I think, not reverse order, but it was Jazz, Hustle, Coffee, I believe. And Rita, shout out to Rita, the inimitable host of the WOTY debates, said COTY panel did not break down their years in comparison to each other the same way we did. A big 3 situation has been brewing, but I do understand why you'd ask. 2 years in a row now we've proven that the WOTY panel will assess things differently with our breakdowns. Yeah, absolutely. And I think the WOTY decision for me is more valid. Not to take anything away from the COTY panel, but I don't know whether I can't even say that actually, because when it comes to the women that are likely to make the COTY debate, there's a good chance that all of the panelists will have watched all of the battles. They'll have done the work, right? But they're a different set of people with a different set of, it's a different discussion. It's a different debate. Sometimes or often people's opinions are changed and swayed in debate. The debate is a very individual thing. You can't replicate the same outcomes with a different set of people. Not when you've got so much kind of so many specific criteria and so many variables. This is an opinionated thing, so I can completely understand why you wouldn't have the same decision, but there are questions. And also on the question of why did Jazz win the fan vote plus the 3 fan voted awards, yet not the WOTY title. I think that says it all, right? It's a fan vote. Jazz is a fan favorite. She's a star. She's one of the biggest stars in this thing, and in that comes with people watching your battles more. I think more people watch, the numbers speak for themselves, and Jazz is one of the most viewed currently. Women, people watch a lot of her stuff. She's had very high profile battles as well. Some of the biggest names, as was pointed out, those tend to get more views. Say COTY, she's got 2 international battles. She's got work on other leagues where she maybe hasn't got as much exposure, even though the work was as high quality, hasn't got as many eyes from the wider audience. And also Hustle, the villain. It's so hard for Miss Hustle to win a poll, never mind a fan vote giving her the title of Battler of the Year, whether she deserves it or not. She doesn't, she's not popular when it comes to the fan votes. So I think, that's the most glaringly obvious explanation as to why Jazz might triumph in those other awards, but not amongst the panel. But she is gracious in defeat. Not that it's a defeat, She's her WOTY accolades are unrivaled. Salute to Miss Hustle, she says. Salute to Coffee. It was a very competitive 2023. It so was, right? The panelists didn't have an easy job, and big salute to them. Thank you to Jay Black and Rita for continuing the WOTY tradition, and thank you to the fans for the biggest WOTY ever. Yeah, what a gracious response. I didn't expect any less from her, but yeah, she's she highlights the fact that it was such a strong year, and I think that was one of the reasons why the debate was so intense. It was so passionate and loud and fiery, because there's a lot more work. There's a lot more work. Women are working even harder on the bigger stages. You really want to kind of push and support for where you think the women deserve to be, or your particular list of women deserve to be. So, and like I said, where there's so much of it, it becomes intense. So yeah, that definitely highlights that. Shout out to her for being so gracious. She also shared this really funny video. Go and check it out on her socials if you haven't seen it already. One of my technical issues was that I couldn't upload any videos where I normally upload them. Didn't work, so I can't show you the funny video, but the image there is hilarious. She's puffing on a fake paper cigarette, tapping on her high heels to the sound of what's the sound? All that work, and what did it get me? Don't laugh at me. I am, yes. So please don't sit there. Oh, is that it? Okay. I guess that's it. No, that's not it. Why is there a big blank square? My son comes in and all hell breaks loose. What is going on? That's not supposed to be it. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of our WOTY discussion. God, I'm going to get better at this, I promise. Let's move on to Civil War. Let's move swiftly on to Civil War. And out of nowhere today, oh, bear with me 1 second, actually. Thank you. My son is going to help me out. Sorry. So yeah, out of nowhere today, we had URL come out and announce civil war. And not only did they drop the card and the trailer exciting these battle rap streets, the event is on Friday. It is on Friday. I didn't even watch the trailer properly to see if it's on the URL app, if there's a VOD. How do I not know that? I'll bring that to you tomorrow or when I do a proper prediction. But yeah, it is on April the 6th, which is 3 days away. This Saturday they're giving out free tickets for a limited event. I'm guessing it's at their new facility. Thank you, son. Sorry. And yeah, we're gonna have a look at the card. Civil War does what it says on the tin, right? You get generally 2 classes or different classes of the URL crop going at each other, and this one's a goodie. It's got we've got Franchise coming back, making a return. We're seeing him on a few cards. This will be his, I think his first US battle back. Have I missed one? Since, the whole pandemic thing. And people are waiting to see him. We're going to talk about him as well in a minute. Taking on one of URL's new stars, Klutz. No. Franchise is battling. Oh, for fuck's sake, Jen. Come on, get it together. Hansel. Why couldn't I just remember that? Franchise battling Hansel. Jackboy Maine battling Klutz. You have Bargod, Danny Myers battling Authentic, Safler Soul and Kid Slade. Woo, what a battle. Arsenal and Coffee Brown. Are you kidding me? Now, this to me seems to be the only one that didn't really fit the kind of civil war mode. The other battles are all their new rising stars against their more established ones. But this as a headliner, one of the reasons, or something that was that was spoken about often in her discussion yesterday on the panel, was how many headliners she had last year, and she's back with another one against Arsenal. I'll talk about this more fully when I do a prediction, but if we get a good Arsenal, I love the battle on paper, but crazy card this weekend. Trying to see if it was saying URL app, but it doesn't say that on the flyer. It doesn't necessarily have to, but I want to see this. If it's not a live pay-per-view, then they hope they drop it as soon as possible. What else have we got? Okay, so before we get to Verb and Shayna Ashley, we are going to look at another gender war that was kicking off on the timeline. So we talked about this yesterday, and this had happened, I think, just before we started the show yesterday, and then continued this morning. So we're going to talk about this. This is Easy and Caution. Who was it? Was it 6'8" who came out and called out Easy yesterday, and now we've got 757 Caution coming out and saying picture pop. Why can't I speak? Picture popping off someone getting 2 clean jawns off on you. Picture pop. Picture fucking hell, oh my god. Picture popping off someone getting 2 clean jawns off on you and trying to downplay gaining traction organically because a I could believe in you, and won't you, sorry, it's the grammar in this, right? And weren't you in my inbox asking me to join Gutter before I got popping before the tournament, but I declined your ask. So basically, I've made a hash of that. But I think she's saying, easy, you're popping off of me when you're you've been here, someone got off 2 clean Johns on you and you didn't do anything about it. And then Easy says, nobody is asking for you, Shorty. Be careful who you're talking to. Now, I think this was kicked off by Easy talking about caution in the spaces when it came to that bricks and trenches discussion. And Easy was basically saying, you are known, you're not known. You're not known for being a brick. You're known from Chrome 23. You're known for being the finalist in the tournament for getting beat by C3. And he wasn't speaking very highly of her at all. But then I wouldn't necessarily expect him to if he's downplaying the bricks at the time. But yeah, he was pretty scathing. Caution says, lie again. You talked ish about me and on my name in that space. Fuck out of here. I kiss no ass. Be careful. And then she shared a screenshot of a text exchange where Easy is saying, I want you on my team, basically saying, I want you to come, want you on Gutter City. And she's saying it's a conflict of interest. But this is, it's a message from 2022, September 2022. Easy says, I tried to get you before you ran yourself into a wall. I don't know if that's a bricks pun there. I'm happy you didn't join because you are asked now. If you keep talking, will you be off the card as well? And if you keep talking, you'll be off the card as well and never on a card this side ever again. Act like that can't happen. Now, when he's saying on this side, he's talking Chrome 23. Caution says, and you said you only know me because of the tournament, but that's a lie. I said, do you though got all the power? And then he says, the last space before this, I said, you the only one person I know, so don't pick and choose, and you better be top 10 WOTY coming at me like this. He's saying, yeah, last time I was bigging you up, saying you're the only brick I know. Now, you're saying I'm putting you down. She says, I might be 12, but if a MF don't play with my name just like you did, I will be okay. I guess she's saying, God, I've got to get better at reading this. I need to make them bigger somehow because this isn't working out, is it, right? And then Caution tags Remy and said, I already asked Winged and ARP, but I hope these not talking about you kicking me off cards, all because he was in a space dragging me and downplaying me to keep buzz around his trenches, guys, but then start throwing politics when I defend myself. She carries on and says, no one said you ain't got power, but I couldn't care less. You trying to show who dick bigger or something. You talked ish about me in that space. You brought my name up, and when I tell you you was on my D before I want to pull managerial rank. Guess she's saying you pulled managerial rank. Do what you want, but leave my name alone. She's talking heavy there. Does Easy have veto power over at Chrome 23? I didn't see a response from Remy, but I didn't expect one. And then because that was the following morning, Easy had said, I literally forgot about this. Get some breakfast. Nobody's kicking you out the whip. Watch your mouth, though. Good morning. And then she says, did you wash your mouth when you was on that space? And I bet you did forget what you literally said yesterday. You seem to forget a lot of stuff. You seem to forget a lot of stuff you said to MF remind you, but good morning to you as well. And then he says, this is my last time responding to you. I said what I said, though. The rest is up to you. So he seemed to have changed, kind of simmered down from his take yesterday. And Caution's like, what? What changed? She says, I don't know, you pick and choose who you carry this energy with to. Oh, I've lost that. I'm not going back. Was this winged? This was winged, saying, tagged ARP on Caution's first tweet. She is not happy with these shenanigans. You got ARP trying to build events with, well, it's not ARP anymore, right, because he's retired. You've got RBE trying to collaborate with the Trenches, and then you've got Caution, one of its foremost bricks, kind of coming out and clashing with a potential business partner. Wing is not here for it. She said, ain't nobody got time for the antics. Caution says, MF said ARP don't know us, said we're the practice squad. I had to remember he don't know or control anything that goes on over here. He was just talking so heavy, though, then threatened to have us removed from a card that's about us. I can't make this ish up if I tried. Oh, it's messy over there, isn't it? Is this more promo that's not promo? I don't think so. It's gone well. And then now you've got Easy going back and forth with a franchise. Potentially, could there be a battle for Easy over in King of the Dot? We mentioned yesterday, and we just talked about Hustle. Where is Easy battling? Where are we going to see him battle? Because we haven't, since his fallout with URL, he's only battled on the Trenches and on Chrome 23. Although actually I'm saying that now, he did battle on GTX, right, in the ill-fated clash. Now, so yeah, that's something to keep an eye on. We think people want to see Easy. It's been a long time since his John battle, with nothing really on the horizon. Well, go on for that. What's happening there? Okay, final two things now. We've got two topics, and we're going to take a little sneak peek at Premier Battles trailer. They just announced a mega match between two title holders. Let's have a look.
I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody closer. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Naircroft. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want even truth.
She worked me out, and now it's become her whole mission to save me. I even got a Gemini in London who's fucking obsessed. I mean, these bitches.
A clash we have waited for a minute. In the trailer, you'll see them. Go and watch the trailer. It's a fire trailer, but this has been brewing. This has been building. Bizzo is the reigning Premier Battles champion. He's had the belt for so long. It's been at least 2 years now. Several successful title defenses. Gemini recently was crowned the Don't Flop champion. He's battled pretty much many of the top tiers since his return end of 2022, was it? But yeah, this is a crazy one. Now, Gemini just battled Coffee Brown. It was mentioned in the WOTY talks, and Bizzo just had a crazy battle with Jazz the Rapper. If you want to get familiar with either of them, that's a great place to start and then continue from there. But this is this is one to watch. Apex, when is it? Oh, I've lost the date, but yeah, I'll talk about it closer. I can't wait to see more announcements, but this is one of the ones that we've been waiting for. So shout out to Prem for bringing out the big guns with that one. And then we will move on to another, like I say, battle of the sexes. I don't know if WOTY week brought it out of everyone, but yeah, there's a lot of man on woman crime going on, and we're going to talk now about Verb's appalling misogynoir. I said in the intro, I normally, no, you know, Verb's classic sexist, completely misogynist. I despise his views on women, and I don't comment. We know who Verb is and what he does, but this in particular I have a real problem with. So I'm gonna have a listen to a little bit of it. This is like I said, Verb and Shayna Ashley. I so hope this works. Alright, I don't know why that's not working. Again, it worked on my, is it this? And then the replay, there's such a long delay. Alright, yeah, that is not coming through. I am sorry, I don't know how to make that work. That was one of the things that was going terribly wrong for me yesterday, and I don't know why it's not working and how to fix it. But basically, so I don't know how the discussion started, but the piece, that is not coming through. That's how long the delay is. The piece of audio that I heard, Shayna Ashley was basically saying, you know, that the playing field is becoming leveled. It was like I said, a battle of the sexes type convo, talking about, you know, women are as skilled as men, and Verb just kind of came in and says, you know, it went left. He was saying, but you still need the men though. The two of them, they've had some bad blood, right? Stuff brewing between them, and insults flying left and right and shouting and all the rest of it. But the particular thing I want to talk about is Verb called her a monkey. He started making banana and coconut jokes, masculize. Oh God, I can't talk. Like I said, basically painting her as a man, and as an animal, referring to her as an it, as a monkey, a gorilla. It's I hate to see things like that. As a black man, black women have it hard enough already, with, you know, people who want to, men especially, but women too, who want to label black women who might look a certain way or sound a certain way or voice might be deeper, and particularly dark skinned women, and dehumanize them. There's enough of that from the white community, man. There's enough hate out there without dehumanizing a black woman and making her so less than to call her an animal or an it. I know this is about rapping, you don't have to be nasty, but there are specific things, right? To call a black woman a monkey, there's history behind those sort of things, and that's not the sort of misogynoir that I want to see black men perpetuating. It's disgusting, and Verb normally is disgusting, right? But I don't feel compelled to speak. This was just something I found particularly abhorrent. So yeah, I wanted to highlight that and call it out. It's incredibly damaging when you get black men perpetuating these kind of notions. Like I said, when black women, it's hard enough when they have to deal with these things in the outside world, from their employers, from their partners, from, you know, people who they meet in the street, from people just judging them without black men doing it. So yeah, Verb, fuck that shit, man. That's lame. Don't do that. You do enough already without having to resort to calling a black woman a monkey. That's shameful behavior, appalling. But God, yeah, I don't know how long this show has been going, but 50 minutes. This was supposed to be like a 30-minute show hours ago. The production issues clearly will continue, but I am going to prevail. This is day 3. We've got a long road to go. This is my first time using OBS with YouTube and trying to do all these different things, and it's a little bumpy, but I'm glad that I'm still here. Now, my inspiration for this completely comes from a UK battle rapper by the name of COTY. Why don't I have my COTY image? Again, Jen? Really? UK battler by the name of COTY, who a while back started a 1 a day till 100k TikTok challenge, where he makes a beat and raps a 16 to it and records it, uploads it to TikTok. And that inspired me, and I thought it can help me work on several things, including my consistency. So we have 1 a day for 100 days, Jennn O'Clcok news, inspired by COTY. And to lead us out of every episode, we have COTY's freestyles from the very beginning. So he's now in the 80s or 90s, but we are going back to the beginning. So this is show 3 of my series, and we are listening to COTY's 3rd in the series. Go and follow him on all streaming platforms, particularly TikTok. His name is at COTY Lives, COJAYLIVES, and he's really fire. Check out his battles as well. He just battled real sick. Go and show that battle some love and check out his freestyles. And like I said, without further ado, more ado because I'm stalling. Here we go. Okay.
1 a day till 100k. I make this shit look easy, they be making it look way hard. I don't know where I'm going, but I know it's not where they are. They think that we competing, they ain't even on my radar. Fully loaded clip, they gon' think I got an AR. They think they barring hard, I think they hardly are. I be laughing at that shit, but I ain't with the hardy hard. In fact, they get bad shit if they think we ain't far apart. But if I catch them, I blast them, I'm about to make the party start. Because they fucking with a season pick. Hearing what they reasons is attacking my point with the same words they lend it credence with. You deaf? Read my lips, it's better if you plead the 5th. Don't even bother speaking if you ain't gonna be speaking sense. I'm doing it in a way that nobody doing it. No, I don't need assist. I've been in it longer than them on to the next. This shit is a piece of piss. Don't act like I'm not gonna get through you. Who you gonna keep from shit? You gonna keep getting it wrong as long as somebody like me exists. Co. Woo, woo, woo.
played the second one. Why do I feel like that was yesterday's one, or have I just heard it so many times already today? Either way, that was KJ Lives. Like I said, he's fire, and definitely inspired me. Go and check out his work, and join me tomorrow for a better produced Jennn O'Clcok News is the plan. And if it's not, and you're still here as well, I appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back